Okay, Chris. The big question is, what's the weather going to be like for people who are out celebrating?
It's going to be cold, then colder, then colder, then coldest. So we're embracing everything. But this is going to be the warmer side of the forecast.
Hey!
So not too bad. And check it out, we even have some severe storms north of us. So this is what's called the warm sector. You have a cold front and a warm front. In between those two, that's usually you have the most instability. So luckily we're avoiding all that jazz, but we're actually seeing some decent rainfall now falling right along the Tennessee border. Eventually, once we get the colder air to shift in, that moisture is going to translate over to some snow up in the high country. But for the meantime, we're pushing in more clouds, more moisture, and eventually that colder air. We're going to see a much cooler forecast the further west you go, just because we have that fog and that cloud cover in place. Meanwhile, it's been a little bit brighter down to the southeast. That's why we're even predicting a high up close to 70 degrees around Shiraz. So it's a real big difference from northwest to southeast. But as this front is getting closer and closer to us, you're going to notice the wind's really picking up, and we already can sense that. But especially in the middle of the afternoon, wind gusts anywhere from about 15 to 30 miles per hour. But notice the wind direction out of the southwest. That's a nice area. But then once you get the winds out of the northwest, that's where things really start to cool down on us. Still staying breezy as we work our way through the evening, but because the mountains have less friction, the winds don't catch as many things, such as certain skyscrapers, say through a city. It is free flowing up above. You're going to allow some of those winds to get up to about 50 miles per hour. And that colder air is going to be blowing in, and that's going to be the changeover to some snow. As far as any rain goes, don't be surprised anywhere between about 2 and 6 o'clock, you could have a quick little burst of rain. Some areas don't have anything at all. Other ones could have a moderate rain shower. Just really depends. So you have this little broken line that's going to push through. But notice the changeover. I think that we're going to see some rain change over to a slushy snow, and then flurries to a light snow shower is going to be on and off in the name of the game as we work our way through this evening, tonight, heading into tomorrow. So yes, if you have any New Year's plans, once we chime in the new year 2025, you could have a dusting to a coating of snow up to a ½ inch around the Boone area. Lenore, Morganton, it's not going to make it as far down south to you. And when this event is all said and done through your Wednesday afternoon, I think we're seeing anywhere from about 1½ to 3 inches across the area, but around 2 looks to be the norm. In the mountaintops, we'll see close to about 4 to 6 inches, say, on the top of Beach and Sugar Mountain. So great news for skiers and snowboarders. So for this New Year's, for the final hours of 2024, you notice those temperatures holding true to the 50s, still pretty breezy at this point, dropping down into the upper 40s come midnight. And chiming in the new year, what we usually expect for our typical averages as we're chiming in, should be 2025, is an average of 52 and a low of 32. Now you're going to notice we're mainly below that 32 degree mark. We have to get used to a lot more 20s for the first 10 days of the new year, and our highs get much cooler. We're stuck in the 40s starting on Saturday, only stuck in the 30s on day 10. And I'm just letting you know, the system outside of that, our 8 to 14 day outlook, looks to be very chilly, that we could have some of our coldest air of the season just in general, and a good shot at the teens for our lows. So our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, you see a gentle stair step down to around 50 degrees for day 2 to day 3. And then after that, temperatures rising up through the 40s.